Welcome back to my channel. My name is Adeniran. So welcome back to How to Ace Your Interview Part 2. Ooh. So if you haven't watched How to Ace Interview Part 1, please go and watch. So today we're going to be talking about the interview day. The interview day. How do you prepare for the interview day? Remember, sometimes it's not about what you know, it's about what you don't know. It's about your presence, how you show up, how confident you are, the values you're demonstrating. So it's good to not just focus on the interview questions alone. It's also good to focus on those tiny, tiny things that you may overlook, but your interviewers are not overlooking that. And that may be the determining factor that gets you the job. So what are the things that I want to talk about today? First is show up sharp and alive. Ooh, show up sharp and alive. And I'm talking about the way you show up. I mean, from the time that you step into the organization or that you show up online, if it's a video interview, you want to give them a first good impression. So make sure you're sharp in terms of how you dress, in terms of how you comport yourself, in terms of your physical appearance. So I've been in a place where somebody that I know came for interview, and to be honest, I was disappointed when I saw the person because the person showed up shabby and not sharp at all. And while other candidates came up fully dressed up in suits, the person was just dressed casually. So understand the type of interview you're going for. Nobody will be disappointed if you show up sharp, even though it may just be like an informal interview. But always ensure that you know the type of interview you're going for and you dress appropriately. Make sure that on this day you are alive. I mean, you're vibrating energy. I mean, stay alive. If you need to take energy drink on that day, take it for that purpose. Just make sure that you're very active on that day. So know yourself is another one that I want to talk about. Know yourself. Know your values. Know what you stand for. Know what you're committed to. Because a lot of the questions are also directed at knowing who you are. Know yourself. What are the things you do well? What are the things you don't also do well? What are the things that stresses you out? What are the things that drains you? What are the things that you're committed to? What are the things that shows who you are? So know yourself, because most of the questions that will be thrown at you will also be about trying to know who you are, trying to know who you are, what breaks you. So know yourself so that you can carefully answer these questions. So the next one that I want to talk about is be ready to sell yourself. Sell yourself. Interview is all about selling yourself. It's not about bragging or showing up. It's about clearly communicating value. It's about clarity. It's about confidence. It's about positioning. It's about value that you are and you bring to the table. To make sure that you clearly communicate the values that you bring, what problems you solve, why we should hire you, why you're the best candidate for this job, what you bring to the table, what makes you stand out. So make sure that you sell yourself. Make sure that you're not just showing responsibilities. I do this, I do that, but you're actually showing values. My last role, I reduced turnaround time by 20%. My last role, I helped teams improve efficiency by streamlining their processes. You want to talk about the values that you've demonstrated in the past. I use Excel to analyze data and identify trends that helps business solve problems. Sell yourself with confidence, not with arrogance. Arrogance is that I'm better than everyone. You're trying to show that you're better than everyone. No. But confidence is about, I know my what, I know my values, I know what I'm bringing to the table. Be ready to sell yourself, okay? And then speak with confidence. Speak with confidence. Speak with clarity. I know it's possible that, people get nervous, but speak to those nerves. This is not a time to be nervous. And there's a way you can actually positively communicate your nervousness. Just let them know that, yeah, I'm nervous today. This is not who I am. It's just because of the situation. I also want to talk about don't panic. Don't panic. A lot of times people panic, especially when they prepared for questions and the questions that is coming their way is not what they prepared for. So don't panic. Like I said, learn to adapt. Learn to adapt. So prepare in advance. Maybe have like 3 to 4 scenarios of maybe prepare in advance. Just make sure that whatever you've prepared to say, stick to it. Stick to what you're prepared to say. Instead of panicking and say, oh, I don't know what they've asked me. Stick to what you have prepared. If you have prepared A and they're asking you B, still say your A instead of panicking. Don't panic. It doesn't show confidence. It shows lack of confidence, and that you will not be able to handle pressure when they hire you. Another thing that I want to talk about is be enthusiastic. Be enthusiastic. Be alive. Be enthusiastic. Be happy. Give them that happy energy. Oh, so be enthusiastic. I tell people that sometimes qualification, certification, experience, they may not even be able to get you the job, but enthusiasm can actually get you the job. A lot of people are looking for people that bring energy to the team. They're looking for people that can, integrate into teams very smoothly. A lot of teams, they have their times of relaxation, like every Friday they go out, they have fun. They want people that can easily integrate into their teams. They don't want a moody person that will not be able to, integrate into. So be enthusiastic. There is no one that does not like an enthusiastic person. So sometimes it's not about your qualifications, it's not about your experience. It's about the energy you can bring to the team. So be enthusiastic on your interview day. Unusual, even though if it's not your normal, on that day, you want to show a lot of enthusiasm. So ask questions. Oh, ask questions. So when they ask you, do you have any question? Don't be that candidate who says, no, I don't have any question. It doesn't show anything good about you. It shows that you're not resourceful. It shows that you're not intelligent enough. It shows that you're careless, because they expect you to bring questions. So make sure that you have questions that you want to ask them, and don't just ask random questions. Ask questions that shows that you've prepared. Like, okay, what are the challenges that the person in this role will face in the next 6 months? You want to ask questions that shows that you see yourself in that position already. Ask questions, but don't ask questions for the sake of asking. Ask intentional questions about the role, and also be ready to negotiate. Be ready to negotiate your role. Be ready to negotiate your salary. I was reading a post on Twitter today, and one of the recruiters was saying that they actually changed somebody's role when they discovered that this person is more knowledgeable, more qualified, more experienced, and they changed the person's salary from a salary of 1,000 to 1.2 million. So that's very huge. That's very transformational. I have to comment to say, oh, this is what we love to see. This is what we love to hear about. So be ready to negotiate. Circumstances, things can happen, and the parameters around your role may change, and be ready to give them an instant answer. Be ready. Don't say, I'm going to go back and think about it. By the time you're going back to think about it, somebody else gotten the job. So be ready to negotiate your role. Be ready to negotiate your salary. Make sure that you researched about the salary before going for the interview. So in case they want to ask you also, well, what salary are you expecting? You're not just saying, oh, I'll think about. No, you want to give them an instant answer. These are my expectations. So be ready to negotiate at interviews. And also, I want to say, leave a good impression. Leave a good impression. So after your interview, remember their names. If you want to write it down, really. Thank you, Lola, for thank you, Lola, for interviewing me today. I really enjoyed my time today. I just wanted to know that I'm really excited to be part of this team. I'm impressed by. Give them that last 1 minute story. Leave a good impression. So all those things that you've researched about their company, this is the time to try it. So maybe you researched that they have social corporate responsibilities abroad, or you researched they go like a charity that they donate to. This is the time to, throw them in. Oh, nice to meet you. Or maybe you researched that there was a particular award that was given to them. This is the time to throw that in and say, oh, thank you, Lola, for your time today. I really enjoyed my time today, and I really want you to know that I'm excited to be a part of this campaign. When I checked online, I saw that you were awarded this. Oh, I'm really impressed. And so this is the time to save all those things, but make sure that it's not too long, just 1 minute. And that's it. I say thank you and look. And so leave a good impression, even though you feel that the interview didn't go well. Don't squeeze your face. Still give them a good handshake. Call them by their name and thank you for their time. So leave a good impression. Tell them you're passionate to work with them. Tell them how passionate, you feel. So always leave a good impression. A lot of times they may not remember everything that you said, but they're going to remember what you did last. How you stood up and just slept without smiling, without saying thank you, without that good impression. So leave a good last impression. Remember, employers don't buy degrees, they buy solutions. So sell the value that you're going to bring to the table. Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next Ace Your Interview.